The following is an Outdoor Channel original production.
What I get to do and what my team gets to do is help these animals.
It's kind of like a MASH hospital out here sometimes.
That's a whole different ballgame. I'm Wes Livingston, gunner, mugger.
Oh, you're a mean mugger.
That's my day job.
My name is Earl Waters. I'm a helicopter pilot.
In the world of helicopter flying, it's probably considered one of the most dangerous.
I'm Dr. Ole Alcumbrac, and I'm a wildlife veterinarian. We are here to conserve them, and they are a national treasure.
At the end of the day, I know that what I did ensures the future of these animals.
I'm Dr. Ole Alcumbrac, and I'm a wildlife veterinarian. We're here today on our annual Mexican gray wolf capture and count operation taking place in the White Mountains of Arizona and the Gila Wilderness of New Mexico. The Mexican gray wolf is a subspecies of gray wolf. This particular species is being recovered as an endangered animal.
All right, you guys ready to go catch some wolves?
Sure are.
Helicopter 32 Alpha Tango is on the go off the ramp. Will be departing to the north. There we go.
During the 20th century, the total population of Mexican gray wolves dropped to a mere 5 animals. Through captive breeding programs, those 5 wolves were used to repopulate the subspecies. And in 1998, Mexican gray wolves were slowly reintroduced into the wild. Today, there are approximately 300 Mexican gray wolves in captivity and 100 living free in the mountains of Arizona and New Mexico.
Our primary purpose in this mission is to count these wolves so we can see how the recovery program's doing. And then if we have a capture opportunity, we're going to engage that individual wolf that we're looking for and see if we can catch them. There's a lot of controversy in wolves, but there's a lot of passion in all wildlife, and rightfully so.
The closer you are to wolves, the less you tend to like them. And then there's real impacts to people who are close to them. Sometimes wolves kill cattle. On both sides, I don't dismiss the passion for wolves or the passion against wolves. Try to find that middle ground.
Wolves are part of the ecosystem here, and as long as everything's balanced very correctly, they can be managed correctly, it's a good animal to see out here in the wild.
Every person owns every bit of the wildlife. People should have a seat at the table to talk about every species, whether it's a white-tailed deer or a Mexican gray wolf.
Several wolves wear collars which transmit radio frequencies to help researchers track and study different wolf packs.
We send the spotter plane up first to locate the pack. Then the helicopter launches and we go into that pack.
All species of wolves are challenging game for capture teams. They learn evasion tactics and then teach others within the pack. And when they're finally caught, the mugger comes face to face with an angry predator.
I remember the first wolf I did, and I'm like, my heart's going 90 miles an hour. This is a big bad thing. It's got a mouth like this and full of big teeth, and you hear all the horror stories, how their jaws are more powerful than a pit bull. You're going to lose digits if they bite your fingers out. They can break the femurs on an elk and a buffalo and get the marrow out. I mean, they're an amazing animal.
The wolf is a top-end food chain predator, and that requires some intelligence. They work cooperatively, they work in family units, they have a communication all their own that's just, to me, very amazing.
If you mess up, you're going to lose a finger, you're going to break an arm. If they bite you, you're going to know it. And so you really have to think on those two. But they're also an interesting animal to handle. Just the way they react, the way you handle them. Very interesting animal.
Yep, getting on them. They should be here somewhere.
And when a specific wolf is spotted that should be captured and collared, the helicopter team moves in to make a difficult shot at an elusive target.
These wolves are fast, and we're often treetop level trying to put a dart in literally a 6-inch area.
A good gunner has to be able to read the environment almost like a helicopter pilot.
Come on.
I love to have the doors off But during captures, we're always flying when it's so cold. It's usually in the minus temperatures, and you just freeze to death. So it's just miserable the entire time.
Got something running up there. Put me on this guy, see if I can tell who it is.
I've got 3 animals off the nose.
3, okay. Okay, 1560 is in this group. I think that's our guy right there.
Good.
Yep. Dr. Ole, let's try to get that guy.
Was that a big alpha male or something?
Yeah.
Getting your gun ready, Ole.
I think I hit him.
Start.
You think you hit him?
Yeah, he's running like hell now.
Okay,
Yeah.
909.
Good job, folks. Let's hope this drug works.
I think that's our target. I sure hope so.
Well, we're gonna catch it one way or another.
This is our guy. Nice work, Ole. This is our guy.
101, 102.
What wolf is that?
1249.
1249. What was his attempt?
102. What's the significance of this wolf?
Oh, this is way big. This is the alpha male of diamonds. We need GPS on this alpha pair. So that'll be great.
Mexican gray wolf count and capture project is underway. Ole and his team have already darted an alpha male with a broken radio collar. At the landing site, the wolf receives vaccinations and is fitted with a new radio collar for tracking.
He still had a lot of muscle movement.
He stayed at like 101, 102 for a while, and they just dropped it into the hundreds. But he kicked his IV out, so I'm gonna reset that. Good shot, Ole. Well, we just finished processing him. This is an alpha male 1249 of the Diamond Pack. He's in great shape for a adult male wolf this time of year, a nice layer of body fat. He weighed in at a solid 80 pounds, which is very large for a Mexican gray wolf. So overall in great condition.
This alpha male will quickly return to his pack, but not all of the wolves brought back to the medical center are as healthy. During a prior capture project, a badly injured wolf was located and darted. Its survival in the wild would require major surgery from Dr. Ole.
This wolf has a fractured metatarsal, and probably the source of the injury is some kind of snare or trap wound. We can see a scar all the way around the leg. I think it's our obligation to try to fix him. If we can get everything to line up, it's going to be great. He'll have 4 legs again. All injured wolves are priorities in the capture operations, and so yes, he was high priority. Badly screwed up. But if we get the bones in the same room with one another and there's bridge bone underneath it, it'll work if you leave it alone.
If we can just buy a little bit of time, that's all they need.
It has a good chance of healing if he behaves. And so we got a screw in this bone, a screw in that bone, a screw in this bone, and a screw in that bone, so it's bridged. So good job, team.
Once we let them go, they're optimized to heal and go back to their regular lives.
What's our objectives in the Elkhorn pack?
Elkhorn, any on collard would be good because it's the potential cross-buster pack. Louder, getting louder.
I got 2 wolves.
You got 2, Ole?
Yeah, there's one behind us running the opposite direction.
You ready, Ole?
Yeah.
What the hell are you waiting for?
You! Oh, right behind it. Reloading.
Okay.
Let's just try to corral her. Got it!
You got her, for sure. Go down right there.
Watch the tree on your nose.
Okay. Looks like a pup. Nice shot, Ole.
Uncollared pups are always a priority as researchers want to learn if these animals have been cross-fostered. Cross-fostered wolves are born in captivity, then adopted by a wild wolf pack after being placed inside their den with other pups in a litter. There are 42 known Mexican gray wolf pups living in the wild, and 6 have been confirmed as cross-fostered animals.
So cross-fostering animals we want to catch and make sure that it's a success and put a collar on them and monitor them. And sometimes it all falls together, and when that happens, you know, it's a great day if we catch one of them. They're smart and hard to catch. And well, tomorrow's another day and we'll get right back after it.
All settled.
Roger that.
With the spotter plane leading the way, Ole and the team are tasked with a visual check on a lone male wolf that was not a member of any known pack.
We were just checking the male's collar. He was not known to have a female with him. It turned out it was her. And so this represents potentially a new pack, which is all part of the recovery process.
This mission quickly switched from observing a lone male to a high priority capture of his uncollared mate.
Okay, coming around, looking good. Okay, stop. Got her.
Nice.
One shot, meet in the pot. One shot, meet in the pot. Got her.
Nice.
With the female wolf darted and down, the mugger makes a quick and efficient recovery.
And it was amazing because her now mate, as soon as we got her loaded in the helicopter, he went right back to where he was, and he was mad.
He looks pissed. Come to eat your ass. Oh, he's calling out. Where's my sweetie?
We'll be back with her, don't you worry.
First thing, we assess her condition, her body temperature, her vital signs. We'll get a body weight. Number 1 is the wolf's condition. Number 2 is all our data points that we're collecting. We'll also be doing measurements, tooth measurements, body length, foot pad, all sorts of things like that. Similar to your dog at a vet clinic, we're going to put her on oxygen. We're going to place an IV catheter, run her some fluids, draw blood, vaccinate her. Dissimilar to your dog at the vet clinic, we will place a giant radio collar on her. So it's a pretty busy time. Okay, somebody hold, don't let go of her head. I got it. All right, we're in.
So the releases, we try to get them as close to their pack or where we darted them originally as we can. So this animal is going to get snowmobiled out. We'll drive as far as we can on the trucks. And then the snowmobiles will come off. We have a sled, strap that on there and go nice and slow. And we'll go as close as we can to the pack, and we'll let it go at that point.
There we are. And what's the target?
Either of the alphas.
Okay, so any collar.
Any collar.
What do you think, Collie?
I'm ready.
Hit.
I think it might have gone over him. Reloading.
Down. There's nowhere I can put you down right there, but there is a spot within 3 miles. So.
How hard, Ed, do you think it's going to be to carry a wolf from this location to that little spot?
I think it's going to depend. I mean, to me, the snow looks to be about 2 foot.
He'll go down right there.
The decision was that Ed would go out and just get her, and I'd stay in the helicopter, so we dropped off Ed.
When I got let out, you know, my legs sank in pretty good about to my knee. And then as I started going a little more, it got a lot deeper.
He looks tired.
Yeah, he does. Got him.
Got him. Nice.
An endangered Mexican gray wolf with a malfunctioning collar has been darted by Ole from helicopter. Now it's up to mugger Ed Davis to recover the unconscious animal through waist-high snow in frigid conditions.
The decision was that Ed would go out and just get her, and I'd stay in the helicopter, so we dropped off Ed.
When I got let out, you know, my legs sank in pretty good, about to my knee, and then as I started going a little more, it got a lot deeper.
Once he got there, the snow, what looked to be about 10 inches, 12 inches deep, turned out to be 4 feet deep.
I bet he's wishing he had those snowshoes about right now.
I didn't think it was that deep.
During helicopter capture missions, the only law is Murphy's Law. If you capture wild for a living, you're going to have bad days in the office.
It's just another day at the office. We had 2 helicopters. We're catching elk. We're looking at the other boys flying next to us, and they said, "You got smoke, you got smoke." And the pilot's like, "Uh-oh." There was a loud bang, and we started going down. We lost an engine. Fortunately, I had a pilot who had had 13 engines quit on him before. He knew how to wreck a helicopter. We cut the tail boom off, and we'd used every bit of inertia we had in those blades to auto-rotate to the ground. Helicopter's upright, everybody's okay. The pilot says, "What do you guys want to do?" I said, "I'm getting in that helicopter and I'm catching elk." He's like, "Really?" I said, "What's your chance of 2 of them quitting you in one day?" I think we caught 52 head of elk that day. It was a bad situation. Nobody needed any counseling. You just kind of go, "Okay, let's go to work, guys," and away we went.
Ed's trek through 4 feet of powder is critical. He needs to get the darted and drugged alpha wolf before her temperature drops.
He's wasted. He's hating you right now, dude.
It was really exhausting going to the animal. It was a little bit uphill, and I got there pretty much in one stint, and that was about 400 yards through 350 to 400 yards away. So then I got the muzzle on and got the hobbles.
Looks good, looks big. It's probably the, oh, it is the female. Is that the female?
Okay, let me try. If I just get exhausted.
I'll call back.
Okay, sounds good.
So Ed struggled, but he was the man. He got a temperature, got all the things he needed.
Now that's an example of a man right there, carrying a wolf through the woods on his shoulders.
Go slow, Ed.
Coming back, she was about 70 pounds, so that's a lot of weight on my back.
You know that Ed has a grizzly bear rug in his house?
He does?
Yeah, the bear's alive, it's just afraid to move.
Well said.
He's tired.
Yeah, hey, Cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, meeting me halfway might be greatly appreciated.
Okay.
They need to get the wolf back to the landing site as soon as possible, and 2 muggers can work through these conditions faster than 1.
I gained a great appreciation for Ed's struggle when I got in the snow.